Valor and Lime friends, it's Taco Tuesday or just Tuesday Talks, whichever you would prefer. We're talking back to school, our area, a lot of people going back to school tomorrow. My kids are doing homeschool and we're starting next Tuesday, September 1st. So it's just a lot of people started last week that I know. Some people on our team started today. So we've got the whole spectrum of people going. So let's talk about back to school basics, things that will be a benefit to not only your kids, but to you, to the health of your family, things that we incorporated when my son went to a one-day program last year, things that just help the day run smoothly, that can keep germs at bay, things like that. So I just wanted to jump on here and talk about those things, some tools that I've gotten over the last couple of years through Young Living that help just mom toolbox. You need your mom toolbox. So just keep growing it and working from that and learning what works well for your family and for your kiddos. So let's jump in. I've got my off-brand White Claw with me and we can hop in this evening. So this is also, I just wanted to say, this is not just for the homeschools, not just for the kids going to school. These are all things that are beneficial regardless of the decisions. Sorry, there's an ad here. Regardless of the decisions that you make for your family, these are going to be important things to start doing. And everyone has had to make really difficult and challenging decisions this year. So that's another reason that this is not anything that is specific to either type of schooling or no schooling at all. Like just in general, these would be excellent things to start incorporating into your day. But we're just going to talk about them right now because so many people are going back to school, including my own kids. So we're starting our homeschool routine next week, and I know that can feel daunting for me. I can only imagine it feeling daunting for you all and for the nannies in our crew and for the grandmothers in our crew, that that all of us are affected in some way by the fact that school is back in session, even if it's just that there's more traffic on Nicholasville Road because UK is back in session. So whatever it is that you are affected by with school starting back, let's have a discussion. So I feel like one of the first things that we need to address is routine. Not only is it something that is beneficial for your kids, a lot of people talk when they, first have kids, bedtime, having your bedtime routine or having a schedule throughout the day, whether it's loose or rigid, is really beneficial because the kids know what to expect. They know what they need to be doing. Hey, Laura! They know what they should be, just what's expected of them, and then how to get going in the day. And then when it comes to essential oils as well, you want to be, in all things, you want to be proactive instead of reactive. So that's what a lot of these things that I'm going to talk about today or tonight deal with, is that you want to jumpstart having health issues. You want to jumpstart the emotional breakdowns. You want to get ahead of these things and be proactive about them instead of reactive and having to deal with them once they've already started or once you already start going. Like you want to be proactive and all this kind of thing. So, and also generating these kinds of routines, especially in the mornings and the evenings, can just bring a good jump start to your day as well as really good closure to the end of it. So we're going to talk about before school, during school, and post school. So first off, let's talk about the predictability of the mornings. So find a good routine that works for you and for your family. And if you have to kind of practice several different kinds and then go from there, you do it. So have them where you know you will see them. So we're going to talk about some oils, some rollers, some supplements, but let them be in a spot that you will see them, whether that's on the kitchen table. I have a little tray on my counter that we pass multiple times a day, or that's just sitting out on the counter that while I'm cooking I see them. If you want to have a little dish by the front door, if that's where you head out in the mornings, if you have like a little shelf with your keychains on it, wherever you grab your keys, wherever it needs to be, put your oils or your supplements or some kind of reminder there so that you all see it too, don't you? It's insane. The gnats are insane. Put them where you're going to see them so that you don't forget. Until they become something that is ingrained, you need to have them out where you can see them. So, and then come up with something that works well for you. So let's talk about some different things that I used last year when my son was in class, and then you can incorporate whatever works well for you guys. An immune roller was one of our go-tos. I would sometimes even chase Shepherd down before we were like heading out, like, oh, I didn't put the immune roller on you, so I didn't grab that one, but it's, you know what a roller looks like. But I would run it along the back of his spine or the back of his neck, wherever I could grab him at the moment. It's great to put it on their feet before they put socks on, if they're wearing shoes or sandals for the day. The feet are a great spot to put it. Feet's a great spot to put it in the evening as well, before bedtime. We'll get to bedtime later though. But an immune roller. We went through making one the other day. If you scan down into our Facebook chat group, you'll see one about rollers, and we made one together last week, and it was my immune system roller. So looking at the dilution chart that we have on there, you can make one for your kiddo. You could do just straight thieves, and that would be fantastic from your starter kit. You can do lemon and thieves, which is also great from your starter kit. The one that I make, and frankincense, also in the starter kit. The one that I make, it has thieves, frankincense, lemon, and just like 1 or 2 drops of oregano. And so I fill the rest with carrier oil, like fractionated coconut oil, or roll it down their spine or on the back of their neck or their foot. Good to go. So that one's a pretty easy one to just like on, and let's head out. I also love to do a Mighty Pro. If you've never had these are a pro prebiotic. They come in a little packet like this. You just tear the top off, dump it in like a pixie stick. If your kid's not into pixie sticks, I don't know how they wouldn't be. I enjoy these as well. They're not just for kids, they're adults too. You could sprinkle it on their fruit at breakfast. You can stir it into their yogurt or their applesauce at breakfast. Doesn't have to be breakfast, it can be lunch, dinner, any time of day. But it does, I think, recommend taking it with a meal. So it is for ages 2 and up. I have given it to my daughter in a little bit, a full pack. She's 2 and a half. A full pack will most definitely clean her out. But a full pack is not necessary for her. So I split this between my 5-year-old and her. So these are great for gut support, which is huge. 80 to 90% of your health is in your gut. It is also called your second brain for a reason. If you're having a lot of tantrums, a lot of not just misbehavior, because obviously kids can misbehave and it not have anything to do with their gut, but a good thing to check is their gut health, and also what are they doing. Oh, my battery's getting low. Dyes, things like that, checking their food obviously, but gut health is huge. So that's why we use the Mighty Pro and prebiotic to kind of keep the gut health in balance and in check there. So keeping the odds ever in our favor when it comes to our gut. So that's a great one. Vitamin C chewables. My kids ask for these and beg for them like candy. They are small and they are chewable and they are delicious. I enjoy them as well. They're like the size of a sweet tart, and they have orange essential oil in them, which makes them extra delicious. I think it's just oil. What other oil is in here? Orange and lime and grapefruit, and lemon. So we got a powerful citrus punch here. And the cool thing about Young Living's supplements, which if you joined my supplement class a couple weeks ago when Nina and I talked about it, is that Young Living is the only company that uses oils in their supplements. And the cool part about that is that makes them more bioavailable in your body. Bioavailability means that it's being used by your actual body system and getting absorbed and like actually getting used. So it becomes target into your, sorry, I was going to look at what the actual definition was because that would mess it up. The degree to which a drug or other substance becomes available to the target tissues after taking it. So the crazy part is that Young Living's supplements are absorbed about 80% into the body, which sounds pretty good to me. And then it's crazy when you look at it compared to other companies. It's normally around a 30 to 40% absorption, which means you're paying a lot more for essentially some expensive pee. So what you want to do is, I love Young Living supplements, but their kids line, they have one called Mighty Bites, Mighty Zymes. So how it's gut health again. They're like multivitamins, they're Mighty Bites, they're Super C, chewables. I love these. All of them are infused with essential oils so that they are bioavailable in your body, which is fantastic because you want them to be absorbed, you want them to be used. You don't want to just be excreting them all. So yeah, the vitamin C for an immune boost, I pop these in. And the thing, when we were talking earlier about being proactive, so these I think say to take 1 chewable 3 times a day. I don't do that. This one is one every daily. Yeah, so 1 daily. Here's the thing. I'm not made of money. and I can't afford to buy these all the time. And so what I do is I have them on hand, and we are proactive about using them. So these, right now, this time of year, I'm using about one every 2 days probably. The vitamin C, when I think of it, but regularly, not like once a month, but probably every other day. Right now. And then if you are starting to come into contact with a lot more people, school's starting back up, then maybe go more regularly, like one a day. And then if you feel like you've either been in contact with someone that has gotten ickies, or you are starting to feel a little bit under the weather, that's when you hit it hardcore. You do the 3 times a day that it recommends. You do the daily, that it calls for and recommends. And you are more like repetitious. You're doing more repetition and making sure that you are keeping that up. So I'm just kind of in a maintain mode at this point in the year. So maintenance mode is fantastic. You're kind of keeping your body above the wellness line. And then if you feel like you're getting punched a little, up it, okay? And so, but you want to have that already started in your system. You don't want to just come and be reactive and trying to like, oh, bam, 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 let me like overload my system and try to like jumpstart it back into health, you know? So that's why we want to start using these now and getting them in our system and getting our bodies built up. So the vitamin C's, the Mighty Pros, the Immune Roller, Ninja, I know I talk about this one a ton. It is the overall health goodness juice. It is made from wolfberry, which is goji berries. A lot of you have seen those. They look like little red raisins almost, a little bit chewier. But these is fantastic for antioxidant support. Antioxidants are what's going to go and attack your free radicals. So when free radicals come into your kid's body or your body, they are trying to attack cells and break them down, and the antioxidants come in and like, boom, nope, not today. So these I give, this is a 2-ounce packet. I get the actual bottles. I'm just showing you guys these kind. But these you can do, I do 1 ounce for my kiddos a day. My husband and I will have 1 to 2 ounces ourselves. Just again, to keep maintaining our body at that wellness level. So those are like the support for supplement wise. So then if you're also, so that's that. So now we're going into more of like the oils kind of thing. So let's say that somebody's got some butterflies in their stomach. They are a little bit nervous. They got some nerves going tomorrow. This is a great way to start incorporating routine from the sense of, how do you start your day? How is it that you like to start? Obviously, no one likes to start with a kid screaming. Like, a lot of times that's how it starts for mornings for moms. But what's something that would be really great for your kiddo? So one thing that we've kind of like tried several different things. My kids did the Armor of God for a while, where we did, helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, and we smelled some oils, put them oils on, kind of did that and went. There's mornings that we put an oil in our hands, like if they're feeling butterfly-y, you can use some valor, some peace and calming, maybe some stress away, joy over their heart, things like that. You can put a drop in your hand. Take like 4 or 5 deep breaths in and out together as a family. Just kind of chill, starting your day kind of calm. Before you walk out the door, taking some deep breaths, maybe saying a prayer together, maybe saying a scripture that feels really, that fits the situation. I've got something really exciting in the works for mamas and mamas-to-be and moms who have been moms for a while, coming hopefully in the next couple weeks. But think of something that works well for you guys. I have friends that start with the Great Day Protocol, which is a set of oils that Gary Young put together that help you just kind of focus your day. It's joy and harmony, and I think white angelica, and I forgot the other one. So doing like a set of oils and stating your intentions for the day. Like, I really want to focus today. I feel happy. I am going to attack this day. Like saying, things that a scripture that you really want to say as a family. Like, find a good routine for what works for you all, whether that's praying together, whether that's doing a team high five and smelling an oil or rolling it on the back of your neck. Just finding a routine that gets oils and supplements into your body, supporting your body, whether it's from butterflies or a lowered immune system. Find something each day that is going to benefit your all's body together. So I mentioned a couple oils that would be helpful. Valor would be great. Diluted in a roller. For mom, you can do it straight up if you want. Joy over your heart. Frankincense on behind your ears or the back of your neck. You can do some stress away. There's a roller that a lot of people have recommended that has Valor, Frank, Stress Away, and Bergamot. 3 of those are in the starter kit. Valor, Stress Away, and Bergamot. Or Valor, Stress Away, and Valor, Stress Away. What did I say? Valor, oh, frankincense. And Bergamot. Oh, love Bergamot. That's a great roller for moms and for kiddos. Just for joy, for happiness, for brightening up. So that would be great start the days. As a mom, if you're feeling low on energy, there's an actual oil called Energy that I put a roller top on and I put on my temples to help me wake up. You could do a peace and calming, joy and bergamot roller. Find some oils that just are really uplifting to you or really help wake you up and put them on. Get them on your system. Do it together. Do it as a family. Say something together. Do a team high five and get to the day, okay? So that's our pre. That's the longest one. The pre, before school, let's get some oils. Let's get some goodness going in our system, okay? During school. Now, this could be at home or in a school system or virtual. So a couple things. Let's say you are at home, okay? So let's get some diffusers going. If you got a diffuser with your starter kit, or there's some like inexpensive ones on Amazon that you could still get in 2 days, you could start this week using, and get some good oils in there that are great for focus. If you're at home, Genesis is a good one. They have an entire kids line I'll talk about here in just a second that is pre-diluted, ready to go. Genius is a great oil for focus and for concentration. So is vetiver and cedarwood. Peppermint is a good like wake up, let's get things done kind of oil. Any kind of citrus oils are going to be really great to put in there. They're happy, they're bright, they're going to smell good, they're going to help you wake up. So any of those would be really good to get diffusing. Just get something going in the air. Get something good smelling, get it into your brain, get it into your limbic system, start it getting rolling, okay? You could also roll on any of these. This could be another time instead of doing it at breakfast or before you headed out in the morning. If your schoolroom is at home, maybe sitting down. This is what our work is for the day. Let's put on our roller, let's talk about it, and let's get going, you know? So you can roll on your oils at that point too, or have them pick out one, you know, have several sitting maybe next to your school area and be like, what do you feel today? Which one would you know, kind of giving them some ownership in their oil usage as well. What one do you feel like speaks to you today? What oil do you think smells really good that you would really love to do school time with today? Giving them some options and some control in that area would be really awesome too. So say you're at school, some things that you can do for your kids or have them take with them. The Thieves hand sanitizer. I love, 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 love it. It's the best. I stuck it in my kid's lunchbox last year. I keep one on my diaper bag, my backpack, my son's or my husband's lunchbox. Everybody's got a Thieves in their car because it doesn't dry out. You don't need a ton. It goes really far. You've got the power and immune support of Thieves oil in the actual antibacterial, and it's fantastic. It's my favorite. I used to make mine for the longest time and I love that, you know, using alcohol and that sort of thing, which is fine and great, but I really love Young Livings. And so we get the big pump container and then fill up our little ones all the time. So that's what we do. But having one of those in your kids' lunch boxes or on their backpack so that they can use that whenever they want throughout the day, so that they're not using ones that are full of fragrance or full of other chemicals and toxins that are affecting their bodies throughout the day, as I'm sure you can't really get away from it, but schools are going to be using ones that may not be as beneficial and body supporting. Other things for at school, if there's something you can include that would help them diffuse, there's diffuser bracelets that are just either a piece of cloth or a piece of leather you can drop some oils on that they might be able to smell throughout the day. That could help for, you know, drop some Valor on there if they're feeling really nervous or they're having a lot of things that they're feeling uneasy about as they go into the new school year. Maybe get a little cotton ball and drop it in their lunchbox so that when they open their lunchbox, it smells really good and reminds them of home and it helps them to think about it. So a little cotton ball like that. I've seen the cutest little diffuser bracelets that Bethany Shipley and her kids have been making during their homeschool time. They're little animals with little felt pads that you wear as a bracelet. I love them. I'm probably going to buy like 5 of them and maybe do a giveaway. Moms stay tuned. I really do have a really great idea for some things coming soon. But maybe a little diffuser bracelet or something like that. Maybe a little pin that they put on their coat or their backpack that has like a little cotton ball or a felt ball on it that you can drop some oil. Some way that can remind them of home, something that can be comforting, something that can provide an oil benefit throughout the day. Maybe something like that. And then, so that's kind of during the school day. They've got oils on them and in them. They can smell them. You've got it diffusing and pumping at your house. You've got it rolled on you at the house. And then it's the post-school letdown. So they hop in the car. You spray them down with thieves. I'm just kidding. But you do squirt the hand sanitizer in their hands when they hop in the car, or at least I did. Every time I picked Shepherd up last year, I'm like, don't touch your sister yet. Please put this on your hands. And then I saw a really great idea that somebody posted about doing a little Thieves spray bottle. We talk a lot about Thieves cleaner. Use the concentrate. You don't have to use very much. If you did a small one, make it a backpack spray. So either when you get home or when they get in the car, just spray it on the backpack. Just do a quick little spray over so that it's cleaned up for the day, ready to go again for tomorrow. I would do the same with their shoes. Just me, but I would do the same with their shoes. I probably would also change their clothes when they got home. Doesn't hurt. So I thought the backpack spray was a great idea. And then maybe having the diffuser going when they get home from school. So they come home, they smell something that smells like home. They're attaching emotionally to that scent and helping them decompress. Maybe something that's chill, like peace and calming, or stress away, or some vetiver, or frankincense. Getting something that's low key and chill because they've just had a high full day of school and new people, and they're kind of on overload. So give them a smell and a scent that's going to help them calm down from the day. So some decompression. So that's right after school. Now evenings, we're almost to the end, guys, already. So evenings, they're just as important with routine as your morning is. So find something that feels a good routine for you all. I love doing Epsom salt and baking soda and maybe some peroxide baths with my kiddos. I can send you the perks to using all of those, but Epsom salts have magnesium in it. They can help their bodies and their muscles relax. Baking soda is great for skin and for other things. So I do a mix of about half and half of Epsom salt and baking soda, and I have a big dish under my kiddo sink, and I dump lavender or peace and calming, several different kinds of oils, mix it all up. And then when it comes to bath time, I just keep a big, I think it's a half cup or a fourth cup scoop in there, and do a scoop or two in the tub, let it dissolve, and then hop in. If they're feeling a little bit under the wellness line, I will do a big old squirt, like maybe fourth a cup or so of baking soda, of peroxide in the water as well, to help with wellness and just kind of getting those things out of their system. But a good bath time with some great oils, even if you just did Epsom salt and some lavender in the bathtub, helping getting their body relaxed and ready for calming down for the day. A supplement that Young Living also came up with called Unwind. Looks just like the Mighty Pro. It has magnesium in it. It is a sleep supplement for helping kids wind down, helping them calm and chill, relax. It's got lavender in it and Roman chamomile. And then, like I said, the magnesium. It's a watermelon flavor. Again, you can take it like a pixie stick, boom, pop it. If you would rather mix it into like some cooler water or some yogurt or something, if you do like a bedtime snack, you can do it then. We have only used a couple of these so far, but it's great to maybe take like an hour before bed. So maybe a little while after dinner, right before bath time, give them that. And then I love a trick that a lot of people have talked about in having your diffusers ready. Maybe while they're playing in the bathtub or drying off, hit the button on their diffuser and get it going in their room with some lavender or some Roman chamomile or gentle baby. Get that oil going in their room so that when they open the room to go get their clothes and stuff on from bed, that aroma hits them, and within 22 seconds it's in their olfactory system, it's going through their limbic system, and it is starting to tell their brain it's relax time, it's calm down time. And as you do these things on more of a routine, those are going to start to be the trigger moments for their body to know, oh, it's calm down time. Oh, that smell, that reminds me that it's bedtime. Oh, I know what to do now. I know what to do with my body. I know that it's not time to scream and run around the house. It's time to start picking out a book and start using quieter voices. We still struggle a lot with that at our house. They're like, oh, our clothes are on, let's jump on the bed, and all those things. But starting a routine, and I struggle with that sometimes at night too, having like a specific routine, but it's all going to be beneficial to them and ultimately you in the long run to have a good routine for oils in the evening. It's also a good time of day to put some on the bottom of their feet, whether that is a wellness roller like a Thieves Blend that we talked about earlier, or the kids line. I told you they have an entire kids line. There's a Sleepy Eyes one, Owie oil for boo-boos, tummy jies, Sleepy Eyes, I do that one for on their feet, or my baby little one, I put a dot on my hand, I rub it, and then I put it on their hair, on his head, or on the front of his sleep sack so that he's smelling it, or I'll rub the little paw or little animal that's on his pacifier so that he's smelling it, but it's not even on him. So we use those at night to help relax. So those are all really great ways to bring them down for the end of the evening. So that's our pre-school routine. That's our during the school day routines. That's our post, let's close out the evening. And then if those times come, which inevitably happen at some point, hopefully less as you include supplements and oils into your system, but germs do find their way home. And when that happens, you can be proactive and reactive at the same time. So proactive because you've already been taking the oils, you've already been getting them in your system, you already are you're not that far from the wellness line if a germ comes in and attacks. But then you start doing these daily, and you start doing the vitamin C's 3 times a day instead of the 1 time a day. You do the roller every 3 hours. It takes about 2.5 to 3 hours for oils to metabolize through your body. And so by reusing them, like you would, retake a cough medicine or something every 3 to 6 hours, whatever it recommends on the back of the box. You do the same thing with oil. It takes about 3 hours for it to metabolize and go through your entire system. So if you're feeling under the weather, your kid's feeling under the weather, feeling under the weather, get the wellness roller. Do it on the back of their spine, on the back of their neck. Give them the immune support every 3 hours, and after it's metabolized through their system, do it again until you're feeling like you have jumped back over that wellness line. So we want to be prepared, but we also want to have tools on hand that we already have in motion, already get the routines going, so that if you need to add in an extra vitamin C, or you need to add in an extra swipe of a roller, like you've already got the routine in place, you just have to add this in. So anyways, that's what I want to talk about tonight. And if you hung around and listened the whole time, I would love to send a couple of you guys a Kid Sense or a Mighty Pro and an Unwind. I'll send a couple pairs of these out for you guys to try. So if you want to comment below, I have quite a few I'd love to share with you guys so that you can see what your kiddo thinks of them, see what you think of them. I mean, they don't have to be for just kids. You might be a teacher or homeschooling, which makes you a teacher right now. There's all different ways that each of us are being affected by back to school time. So if I can support you, let me know. But if you want to drop something, a little message below of something you learned tonight, I would be happy to get some of you guys a set of these in the mail. So thanks for learning with me. Thanks for joining me. Way to go, moms and kiddos that are facing new challenges this week or last week or next week. You've got this. You have so many excellent tools in your tool bag. You are making great choices. Just go with your gut. Love on them. Love others. Show grace. And we're going to do this. It's going to be great. It's going to be a good school year. So thanks. If you got any questions, drop them below. Happy back to school 2020.